Okay, I think we're live. All right, so gonna wait a second here and see if anybody gets here. Yesterday I was late because I couldn't figure out the technology. So today I'm more or less on time. I'm actually a minute early. So, hi. Hey, Cherokee. Who do you think is your spirit animal? Do you have one that you think is your spirit animal? Oh yeah, humpback whale. Okay. I'm not sure what you said, but one of your messages is being held for review. So I'm going to say watch your language. Book on whales, and I think I saw it in here. And we'll go ahead and get started with that. And as other people join us, then they can do that too. So I'm using the Animal Speak. Ted Andrews. I already have a deck by him, Nature Speak, and I think he's got another one coming out that I want. It's in my cart on Amazon with a bunch of other cards because I don't have any, right? I don't have any cards. It's really an addiction. Okay, so they have skunk in here too. I don't think I'd want that to be mine. Oh, this is a regular whale. I'll look and see. I think you might be humpback in another one of these. Says the whale is the world's largest mammal. Whales form part of a large group of warm-bodied animals, blooded animals to adapt to life in the sea, and many myths revolve around them. Okay, the whale was a gift to the Great Spirit to the Inuit people. It was what enabled them to survive. It was the most beautiful of all beasts, but has practical uses as well. Creativity for the sake of creativity is not what the whale teaches. It awakens great depths of creative inspiration, but it can add color and light to your outer life and make it more wondrous. And they also are the holders of the, hi, Liva. Hi, SW113. I think you told me what your real name was and I forgot. Just tell me what your spirit animal is so that we can look that up. But also the whale Cherokee, it's the record keeper. So yeah, no, I think humpback scared them off there for a moment there, Cherokee. Okay, so whale keeper. If the whale keeper has sung her way into your cards, the vaults of creation are being opened to you, offering you access to the sacred knowledge stored within. So it's a big keeper of the Akashic records of the world, maybe of the universe. The whale is journeying with you, guiding you back to the deep core rhythms of nature and your instinctual connection to the cycles of life. She is helping you to remember your personal truth, wisdom, and how to reconnect with the heartbeat of the universal mother. Okay, so hi, Sue. All right, so what I have here is I have 5 decks. So this is deck 1. This is deck 2, although it has a different box. This is deck 3, deck 4, and deck 5. So, which one would you like me to try to pull a card from? 2, 3, 4, 5 to bring forth your spirit animal. They will step forward and talk to you. I have been told that this is a great way to connect. Spirit animals, you have more than one. At different times in your life, different ones will step forward to help you. If you pay attention to what's going on when you're out in nature and you notice repetitive patterns of animals, oftentimes that is that animal stepping forward. And so you can always look up spiritual meaning of. Interestingly enough, I'm fascinated by woodpeckers and by geese. And when I was looking in the Earth Medicine book last night, I was laughing because my rising sign is represented by the woodpecker, and the sun sign is represented by the goose. So the other thing you can do is, if you want to tell me what your birth date is, I can't remember what your sun sign is. I could probably find for you at least your Earth Medicine animal. And I can't tell if this thing is working because I don't see anything happening in the chat. Last thing I saw on there was Cherokee saying thank you. Is there anything else happening? Okay, there we go. Yes, Cherokee. So December 19th, you are an owl. Those born in the long night's time are thoughtful people with an ability to seek out things with the minds of others as well as from themselves. This is the last of the cycles influenced by the spirit of the West, and in the qualities of introspection. And it's time to see a time of new opportunities. At this time of the year in the Northern Hemisphere, the air is crisp and clean and can be seen clearly in all directions. And one's life and having clear sighting on a goal or a target, which sounds very much like a Sagittarius, right? The clear sighting on a target. All right, Liva, March 4th. Liva, which deck would you like me to pull a card for you from? March 4th. You have a wolf. This is the third cycle of the north is the one that brings rapid change. It is the time of the atmospheric turbulence when the winds are blustery and quickly changing the direction. It is a time when warmer temperatures bring the rains and take away the last remnants of the winter snow and ice and refresh the land. People born in this time, like the gusty winds, are quick to change direction and possess an ability to direct their energies, often in seemingly opposite directions. They have resilience to recover quickly from disappointments and adversity and to bounce back with equal vigor and determination. Also, Kevin was going to try to join us, and I don't know if he's going to make it, but he'll probably listen to the replay. And he also said the wolf was his animal. And there was something in this book, and I just want to see if I can find it really quickly here about the wolf. The keynotes are the guardianship, the ritual, the loyalty, and the spirit. The cycle of power is year-round, especially at full moons and in twilight. Wolves are very ritualistic, and they live by carefully defined rules. There are specific territories that are sacred. Their social behavior is based upon a hierarchical structure. Each has its place and functions within the hierarchy. The alpha male and the alpha female. And wolves do not fight unnecessarily. And the other thing about wolves are so they pack up in the winter to work together. And so there are times when working together is really important, and following the structures and following the guidelines are important. But a wolf in the summer, the she-wolf, when she's pregnant, she doesn't want anybody around. Sometimes the male will come and bring her, the alpha male will come and bring her food, but mostly she's left alone to have those babies. And so the wolves will scatter and they will travel alone, and then they gather back up in the fall to start hunting again as necessary. And so sometimes this is for you, Liva, sometimes they are they need to be alone, and sometimes they need to work together. And so, but they're totally capable of being on their own. And so they have an interesting social life. And so I kind of feel like right now the whole world, I'm not surprised that this is the time frame that this is happening in, right? Where we all independent, and yet there's a social, the social distancing thing is going on during the time of the wolf, and yet at the same time, we all are looking forward to the time when we can start packing again, working together as a group. We are looking to our leaders right now, so it's very much like wolf season. All right, so let's see if we can get another animal totem for you. Ooh, you have the armadillo. Interesting. You have the armadillo. I can't hold it forever, but that is a very armored up animal. That is one that is very good at protecting themselves. So that is the spiritual number of 7 on here. So, okay. Without grounding ourselves, we can become disconnected and flighty, and so it is an important aspect to develop. Go to the basic. First, back to the basics first. Didn't you get back to the basics yesterday? Okay, so go back to the basics first. Plug into the power of the earth. Avoid drama in situations. Sometimes we need to look at the flowers at our feet before looking into the stars. Humility is a positive trait. False humility is not. Armadillo magic is profoundly earth-based and grounded. I have armadillo, I think, in this other book, and I want to, I think, if I can find it. Oh, I guess not. I thought it was in here. All right. All right. So staying grounded, staying humble. I want to do some more research on that, I'm thinking. So that you can see why that connects with you. What is so strong about that for you? Oh, that's all birds. Look at this. Bear, bat, badger, armadillo. Personal protection, discrimination, and empathy. Cycle of power is year-round. It is the little armored one. This reflects much of the energy that comes within. Okay. The sense of smell also has ties. It is strong stimulant for sex drive. Armadillos only pair for mating, and then they go on their way. So it's a lot like the wolves. They only pair up when they need to. And then they spend a lot of time alone. Unlike humans, if it's distressed, the armadillo will delay giving birth for up to 2.5 years. They will roll up and protect themselves. These are individuals who are extremely empathic and will have an armadillo. Empaths are usually very susceptible to outside influences, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. If you are have strong empathic tendencies and you pick up, especially March 4th coming during the season of Pisces, my guess is yes. And so making sure that you stay grounded and that you are protecting yourself from other people's energy. I do a lot of energy cleansing personally because I'm an empath. And so I spend a lot of time taking saltwater baths. I use a lot of sage. I use a lot of prayers and guidance from St. Michael to protect me. And so I encourage you to find ways to protect yourself and to allow that to flow over you and through you. All right. So, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? I literally Let's see if I can think. Oh, good, I can. Okay, Sue. Sue, you have December 24th. December 24th is you're gonna be at the back here. December 24th is the, oh, I thought it was the otter. It's not. Sorry. It's the next one. Oh, same as mine. You have the goose. You have the goose. So, this is the first cycle of winter. It contains the winter solstice, which brings with it a time of refreshment and renewal. People born at this time are practical and ambitious, though they like to have people around them that are they are reluctant to let relationships develop past the superficial. Though they have a liking for people, they may appear to be reserved. This is because they feel emotionally vulnerable if they give too much of themselves to others. That is very Capricornian. We allowing yourself to be vulnerable and letting people in is complicated. It is complicated and scary at times. So goose, I have goose in another one. Maybe in this one. No, not in that one. I know I have goose in another one. It might be in here. Which deck would you like me to pull for a card for you, Sue? Okay, so this one, it says geese are remarkable navigators and always have their way. Always find their way. They travel thousands of miles without worry. Geese make decisions based on what is best for the entire flock. If a goose becomes injured, its mate or one of the flock remains behind to provide support until death or recovery. Such loyalty is rare. You conserve energy. Geese are not pushovers. They are very aggressive when protecting their young in the nest. Medicine wheel. Yes, it was medicine cards. Okay, so geese. I have the opportunity here to observe a lot of geese in my hometown here, to say the least. They are so interesting. When they're going to cross the street, 2 or 3 will go across the street, and then they fill in the space along everybody's crossed, and then they come. It is so organized. They're like a little military unit. I think that's why Disney used them in some movie or the other I was watching. It's like a military unit. It makes so much sense. All right. So, Sue, what other animal totem? Oh, you have the badger. Oh, that's fierce. You have the badger. Okay. I saw a video yesterday which had a wolf and a badger. There's in California, they have these tunnel giants so they can get from one place to the other. And there was this fox waiting at the tunnel for his friend, the badger, to show up so that they could go across the tunnel together to go hunting. It was wild. Okay, so badger is vicious and attacks with powerful aggression. It is quick to anger and quick to pounce. The power of the badger medicine is aggressive and the willingness to fight for what it wants. The very thought of facing a badger make other animals run for cover. Like skunk badgers, reputation precedes it. Its hissing fangs will tear less aggressive opponents to shreds. Badger is the medicine of many powerful medicine women. For badger is the keeper of the medicine roots. Badger sees all the roots of Mother Earth's healing herbs hanging in its burrow's home. These roots are key to the aggressive healing. Roots can ground negative energy into the earth by allowing illness to pass through a body into the ground as a neutral energy. Badger medicine people are quick to act in a crisis and they do not panic. If badger is part of your medicine, you are quick to express your feelings and you do not care what the consequences are. Badger people oftentimes insist on carrying the ball for a touchdown. This attitude, however, does not endear them to their teammates. Badger medicine also points to the aggressive healer who will have the courage to use unconventional means to exact a cure, like a mother who will sit for days nursing a child with a high fever. Badger is willing to be persistent. Boy, all this sounds like Capricorn energy, right? So that thing about natural leadership abilities showing up and people not always appreciating that, because it's this year, this person is often the boss. Capricorn is considered the boss, the CEO of the zodiac, and so I believe that this is very accurate for you and something worth investigating. Definitely. Okay, so Livia, you have, I identify a lot with the characteristics of the animals, but try to protect myself a lot is giving me problems at this moment in my life. So the thing about protection of yourself, there are times when it is important and necessary, but being open and being vulnerable is also important. So in order to have a safe and healthy life, a complete life, you have to be open and willing to allow people to come in. You can't protect yourself from every individual and every situation. You have to be willing to take risks. One of the things that will help you is by keeping yourself grounded. And this also goes for Badger medicine, Sue, is spending that time in nature, staying grounded, keeping yourself centered in yourself, being confident in who you are, knowing who you are. In your case, Livia, it's like keeping other people's opinions from influencing your decisions. And in Sue's case, it's staying centered in yourself and understanding that not everybody is going to agree with you, but doing what's best for you both is really super important. And so, yes, Cherokee, you can pick a deck. Just tell me which one. So if you can just center into yourself through breathing, through meditation, through walking in nature, by releasing using salt water baths as much as possible. I want to say, Olivia, in your case, it feels like you can be a little too trusting. And so you learn to not trust. And I feel like you're trying to reverse that trend, which is hard. Oh, Sue, I'm so jealous right now. So I'm going to pull a card for you, Liv, because I feel like something. Yes, Cherokee, I will. If you tell me which deck. Tell me which deck, Cherokee, you want me to pull a card for you. Be happy to. Okay. It's so funny when you write stuff, I totally hear your voice. Okay. Shine. So yes, being vulnerable, being open, being yourself, and putting yourself out there. And that co-create with spirit is very much about you need to watch what you say, watch what you think. Co-creating with spirit is all about what you're putting out into the universe you are creating. All right, so one more time, we'll go through the cards real quick about which decks are rich. So we have, where's the book for this one? Oh, here it is. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So what else can I tell you while waiting for, time to catch up with us here? Spirit animals. So one thing, I worked with this lady who's a shaman, and one of the things she told me was that we all have a horse. And so horses are about wisdom and they're about movement forward, and they're about assistance when you need it. And so when you're feeling lost and feeling when you're feeling lost or feeling like you don't have the answer, calling on your horse to assist you is always the thing to do. All right. Cherokee, since we have time and we have a very small group here today, just so you guys know, I'm going to move this to a Zoom room on Friday. That's tomorrow. I'll put the link below here, but the link is also below yesterday's video, because then we can see each other and we can talk, and there's not all this lag. But we only have half an hour, and so I'm not sure what we'll talk about. What would you like to talk about? Give me ideas. Okay, so you have turtle spirit that came out, snake, and possum for opportunity. So this turtle spirit, this is about also protecting yourself, and it's slow and steady wins the race. The snake is about transmutation. The snake is about taking knowledge. You have a black horse spirit. They are protected, but there's this innate wisdom that come with them. So the possum is about finding the opportunities around you and not being so paying attention to what opportunities right now in the situation that are happening, and how can you use them to transmute your life and also transmute the energy. And so being able to shed your skin in order to move forward and move on. So I have a white horse. I know this because the shaman saw it, but that's so cool. So black horse spirits are about taking action. So white horse is about your thoughts, and the black is about taking the action. It's also about accepting the shadowy sides of yourself. And so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, all right, what would you guys like to talk about tomorrow? So when we go to the Zoom meeting, anything interesting that you want to learn about? Maybe we'll talk about and using the energy of the earth. We could do that. And then I was thinking maybe on Monday when it's in. All right, Cherokee, well, I will miss you if you don't make it. That would be sad. I will. So what do you think, Sue? What would you like to talk about tomorrow? Are you there? It says I have 3 people and I don't. Oh, now I have 4. So who are the? Say hi and let me know what your spirit animal is so we could talk about it. Past lives. Ooh, I would love to discuss past lives. I'm not sure I'm an expert on that. As in, if you are, love to talk about that. But personally, I have a past lives deck, and we could use it, and we could see what we get. You're a little more tapped in on some stuff. So if that's something that you could discuss, I would love to do that. What do you think? So I see we have 4 people in here. Who else is here? Say hi. Tell me, we're talking about spirit animals. Would love to. Oh, yeah, you too, right? Okay. Yeah, boy, I do understand a little bit about the Akashic Records. We could talk about how to access the Akashic Records, and maybe do a little exploration on our own to try to get into them. But hi, Olivia. Did you leave and come back? What do you want to talk about in our group chats while we have time, while the world is all shut down and stuff? And somebody else is here. They're not saying anything. They're lurking in the shadow. Say hi. All right. So what would you like to talk about, Olivia? Anything interesting that you wanted to get into a little bit more? If you guys, or the other thing we can do tomorrow is we can just do, because we'll be in the Zoom room, and so I'll be out here on YouTube. I'll be happy to do some, okay. I'll be happy to do some more private type readings that are a little bit longer, a little more in depth. I'd be happy to do that because it'll be a very small group. So that's up to you guys if you would like that also. I just don't really want to put that out there for the whole world to watch. So I kind of want to protect you. Oh, thank you, Olivia. I appreciate that. Okay, so tomorrow maybe we'll talk a little bit about some more grounding earth things, and the Akashic records. I'd like to save that till Monday so I have some more time to study on it, and plus then it's an air moon because the moon will be in Gemini. Love you too, Cherokee. And then I don't know, we can pull some cards and do like a more of a private type reading since there'll be a small group. So whoever is here, meet me tomorrow at the Zoom room. I will put the link below if you'd like to come in and we'll do small private readings and talk a little bit about some herbs. Okay, sound good? Thank you so much for showing up and making my day, less monotonous. This being locked in place is kind of hard. So you guys take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and I will talk to you. And Cherokee, have fun in formation. And if you guys could hit the thumbs up, the like button on your way out, I'd appreciate it. And I will chat with you soon. You take care. See you tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow in the Zoom room, 2 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time in the US. So on California, that's 11 o'clock, and in England, that'll be 6 o'clock. All right, talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks for the thumbs ups.